Hello everyone and welcome to Peter Does Games. And we're jumping back into American Truck Simulator. Now, I just realized something that's somewhat interesting to me. It might be interesting to you, but whether it is or not, I'm going to talk about it. And that is that I am almost at my 1 month anniversary. The very first video that was uploaded here, I just realized I have a skill I need to add in here. The very first video that I uploaded here was on November 30th, and that means I recorded it on November 29th to upload for the next day. Today I'm recording and it should be coming up on December 29th, so it'll be right about a month. Might be the 28th, I don't remember. I've got a couple of things that I've added into the queue while I was on Christmas vacation. So this will either be the 28th or 29th, so I'm right at 1 month. And not too bad, I think, for a month's worth of videos, random videos that really don't make much sense and aren't very good. But for some reason, there's at least 1 or 2 people who watch them. And in fact, I've got a subscriber so far for 1 month. Not too shabby for a channel that really lacks direction, purpose, or value. So pretty much we're the federal government. All right, let's see. I'm going to see if I can get over to the achievement that I was looking for, which is actually way over here, and the map is broken here apparently. Like I thought for sure there was a road that went through here. This looks like it's not including New Mexico or Arizona, but I have Arizona in my DLC. So this is kind of strange. Well, let's go back over here really quick. You can see just what kind of train wreck that I have. Let me go back here. Yes. Leave the profiles because I don't have any weird profiles. Like, there's no mods or anything on here. See if I edit this, does that change anything? It doesn't seem to. Well, very curious indeed. Back into the map, reloading, and yeah, Arizona is all effed up. I mean, we got like this kind of stuff. You know what? I'm kind of curious just to see what will happen if I go down to there. So I wasn't intending to do this, but let's see what this is. I'm pretty sure that I might just need to reinstall the game or something like that. The Arizona DLC, I believe, came free automatically with the base game. I seem to recall it was DLC, but I don't think that you actually had to pay for it. I think that New Mexico was the first one you paid for, and then Oregon, Washington, and then Utah. And I paid for all of them, but I don't think Arizona was actually something that cost money. Alright, let's go ahead and head on down there and see what we see. And I gotta turn on my wipers. Try to do this as legally as possible. But yeah, best laid plans are always laid to waste. I think I mentioned that once before, that old army saying, in battle the plan is the first thing to go. Let's see, I should be able to do 65 on this. Looks like the rain is gonna let up pretty soon. I'll leave the wipers going on full blast though, just because I can. Yeah. Get out of the turn lane. Yeah, and you can see it says I'm 0 miles away from the end of this, which also doesn't make any sense. This could definitely be interesting. I'm predicting that this could very well break the game, what I'm going to do right here, but it's going to be fun. And really, in the end of the day, that's all that matters, right? So yeah, as I was saying, the purpose of this channel is unknown. The quality is subpar. The length is quite long, though. And I guess, you know, might as well, since I'm going on this interesting... he's slowing down. So I'm going on this interesting journey of self-awareness right now. What is the point of why I'm doing what I'm doing? That's a good question. I actually do have a real answer for you, though. My plan when I started this channel is that I wanted to do long video games without fast forwarding through everything. Because so often what I would do when I see a Let's Play is I get interested in what the person I'm watching is doing. And I'm curious and I want to know how did they do what they did, and then suddenly hours and hours of content are just gone because they've jump cut or edited out. So you can see often I don't even edit out the loading screens. I do for Transport Fever 2 because of how long it takes to load on my system. I don't have the best system in the world. I don't even have second best. But I have a system that will run Transport Fever 2. But it does take forever to load. And actually, I'm going to stay over in this lane because I want to go around this guy. So that I'll cut those, but otherwise I want the gameplay to be full. I want everybody to be able to see it. Everything, warts and all. And I figure if you want to skip some, well, I mean, YouTube lets you. So just go ahead and do it. But yeah, there's very little market for that. And I can understand why, because for most people it's going to be somewhat boring to sit through. For example, you're sitting through my conversation right now, which is long and rambling and doesn't make much sense. But I do have a point to it. There are some people who do actually appreciate seeing everything. I am one of them. I'm proof that these people do exist. So I'm pretty sure that there's got to be at least another person or two out there who wants the same thing. Okay, that car's not over in my blind spot unless it's in my blind spot so I can't see him, by definition. So yeah, I figure if I like it, there's got to be a couple of people who would want to see long-form games without the good stuff edited out, or even the bad stuff edited out. The lengthy things that take forever to do. For example, when I was watching some Minecrafters play, they would build these really intricate designs and stuff, and you just don't realize how long it would take to do that yourself, even if you're using creative mode, for example. It just it's mind-boggling, and because they do so many edits and jump cuts and stuff, then it's almost impossible for you to predict how long would it take for you to do this. So, for example, if you're interested in American Truck Simulator and you want to see how long it would take to accomplish everything in the game, get all the achievements, well, you're not going to find that in a lot of channels. You'll find just individual things here and there, and you know, a couple of missions, but then a lot of people realize, hey, they're not going to get tons and tons of people following them. So my goal is not to get tons and tons of people to follow me. My goal is to actually do the entire game. Like, that's what I find priority. So, with enough rambling on that, we're caught up to the traffic again. Let me see how far away I am from the non-existence of this area. So we're coming up pretty close, and again, I'm just kind of curious to see what will happen when we get there. My guess is that I'm going to need to just stop at that point, because I'm probably going to run into a yellow wall or fall off the edge of the map or something. You know, something like those X's. We will find out shortly. But regardless, I can't imagine that it would be good for my game to continue playing after that. So I'm probably going to have to restart. Or I mean, uninstall and reinstall. Goodness, so slow. The speed limit is 65. We should be coming up around the edge of this. Slowly getting up speed. Okay, we're around a couple more corners and we'll be there. It's fun. I don't even have any gas on there right now. Let them get ahead a little bit and now start accelerating once more. So we can slow down to 50. We go under because they're going to be under. Goodbye, Slowpoke. But now the van is also slow. Okay. Moment of truth. What happens when we go around this corner? That looks like the world just ends. So, that's full speed ahead. Or as they say, damn the torpedoes, full speed ahead! Yeah! Flat Earth confirmed! Woohoo! Calculating route. Physics are very interesting in this. Man, I get up over 300 miles an hour and then drop back down in the yo-yo of space, the black hole at the center of the Earth. Alright, well, that was fun. I'm going to go ahead and end this and restart the game and see if that fixes everything. See you guys in a few.